2, I guess. And I woke up at like 4:30, just with the nurse doing a set of obs. And yeah, not too bad overnight. Poppy had the low blood pressure, I think 1 reading, but I think that came good. Yeah, I've just been doing some yoga and meditation, did some journaling, and then Poppy started to wake up just with the nurse. She said she needs to do a blood test. So we get into a bit of the nitty gritty today, more checks, nurse present in the room, I guess, to do that height, weight and heights, and weighing it in the nappies, or like she has to weigh in a pot, not too sure yet, we'll see what happens. And I think they start the 6-hour pass, I'm not too sure. Like I said, it's early, we're just watching TV at the moment. 6 o'clock. I didn't realise there's a camera in the room, which is a little bit different, I guess. I don't remember there being cameras in hospital rooms, but anyways, there's the city out there, and that's where I was doing my yoga, on that bed there. Alright, so I'm just gonna go and grab a coffee. This is the gown I have to put on when I go out. So yeah. Interesting that I've got a pimple right on my mouth. It hurts. But Poppy's well awake now on her iPad. I told her to stay in the bed so I can go out and get a coffee. And I don't know how breakfast works here, because we got a list of like food last night, which they've ordered, but I don't know if it's coming now or if breakfast is like something separate, because you can put stuff in the fridge. There's a fridge in there, and you can put stuff in the fridge, like milks or whatever. We both don't eat those things, but yeah, we can use the fridge. So yeah, I'm gonna see what the goal is for breakfast. So this is a little kitchenette that they've got here, little toys. Don't know what they're for. I think they're for people that are coming out. But anyways, my coffee and the sachet. So you got your 2 coffees today, hey? Yeah. Alright, so we have moved from the bed. There was a maintenance guy in here doing some repairs. I think that there was a problem with the switches. Anyways, Poppy's here. She's moved, which is nice. I put some clothes on, but now she wants her Emma dress on. So I'm gonna go and have to put that on. And I had a shower. Got some more towels. This is the current setup of what I'm wearing, but I think I'm gonna change because I don't know if I like this jacket. I love this jacket, but I don't know if I feel like businesswoman motivated today, so we'll see. Alright, so Poppy has changed. She is Emma Wiggle, Emma Mama, whichever one you wanna choose. Isn't she beautiful? Alright, and I actually got changed, so this is what I'm wearing. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if this makes me feel happy, this jumper. Yeah, so the idea behind it, obviously I bought a lot of work clothes, so I thought I was going to be working, but you know, when you put your clothes on, it like makes you feel better when you're having a really bad day. It works for me, so that's why I wanted to do that. So I've tied the brown belt with the shoes, my favorite shoes, and yeah, I kept the skirt. Maybe I'll draw it in a bit more. I'm not too sure, but I'll play around with it. But I think I might just leave it like this now. I love that lilac jacket, but I think it needs lighter colors. Yeah, so we've got a lot installed today. Let the adventures begin, I guess. Right, so a bit of an update. So Poppy has been on some Panadol and some other medication. She's going to have her first chemotherapy drug. I don't know what to call it. She's going to have her first chemotherapy drug, which is Thymoglobulin. She's going to have Thymoglobulin today. And yeah, she's going to have her nasal tube put in as well. So yes, they've given that to her to play with. The lighting's a little weird there. So they've given her this to play with, and that'll soon be in her nose. I don't think this one, but a new one obviously. And the OT has come to see her as well, and they're playing some games. She's just wanted to get her a little story about why she came to Brisbane, because she did a story. This is her original one. Vegemite toast. About getting her port taken out and then putting her CVL in. So that is, yeah, she's going to come back and explain to her why she can't go outside the door, and just germs and reiterating those sorts of things. So it's been a little bit of a busy morning, but yeah, scary. And yeah, the emotions have been running a little wild. Didn't have a really good reception to the hospital, but yeah. So Poppy has just had her first dose of the one of 3 or 4 chemotherapy drugs. So she's doing okay. So Poppy is doing okay, and we've had the main bone marrow nurse come in and have a chat, so that was nice. And then I've just set up my desk, and yeah, this is the drug that she's on is gonna run for like 6 hours, and there's a nurse in there for that time. So apparently she can get high fevers towards the end, so yeah. So the OT just came by and had a chat with Poppy and I, and she actually made these books. She made 2 before when Poppy had her port taken out, and then she had the CVL put in, so she made one for her then. And then she made this as well, so it's about her Brisbane trip and like why she's here, and explaining, even going into detail and say, yeah darling, yeah, the ice cream one, sure. So even going into detail about Miss Red, Mr. White and penny platelet, and explaining the function of the bone marrow and why we're doing this. And it's really cool. It's just, when I speak to her, her name is Emma, it's like she's a wealth of knowledge, and it makes me feel really supported, and just reassures that, you know, we've made the right decision. This is like, they, you know, they know what they're doing, and they really care about Poppy. And then she made this one, so it's like the feeding tube, because Poppy will have to have a feeding tube put in. So because she doesn't take any medicine orally, but also the drugs that she's going to be on, they don't really, they lose their hunger and things. So she's made one for her about that, and we even got one just to play around with, and it's just really, really nice. Like, what a wonderful OT. Yeah, so she's got a couple of the toys there, and then Poppy got some toys given to her by Jill, who is wonderful as well. Yeah, so it's nearly lunchtime, And yeah, so far so good. How are you feeling, puppy? Good? What are you making here? We're making ice creams. And I made an ice cream cone. So it's been a bit of a big day today. Poppy started on what I thought was a chemotherapy drug, but it's an immunosuppressant. So that was called Thymoglobulin. But anyways, we've had a tricky time. Poppy got a fever and she was just hysterical, and she started to say that her head hurts. I think 2 hours or 3 hours in, and they've given her some oxycodone, and it seemed to help. And then I think she's getting more Panadol, but she's currently sleeping. But she was like moaning, and it was really stressing for her. She vomited up some food, and yeah, it's quite distressing, to be honest. So we've got a couple of toys. We got visited by a couple of charities that give kids toys when they're up in here isolating. So that was really nice. It's all I won't show you, Poppy, but that's what she's hooked up to. A couple of different machines. She had a high heart rate. She vomited on me, so I just went and had a shower, and then she's gonna be off this drug soon, or do a flush, and then that'll be it. And then she'll have a bath, and then hopefully she'll have something to eat as well. I wanted to say also that I've had a really positive experience with a nurse here, and she was just beautiful, breath of fresh air. Been here for 22 years. Donnie does part-time, 2 days here, 2 days privately, but just amazing. When am I going to see you again? It was just amazing, really beautiful. Especially with it being such a good day and then turn into a real shit. That was the first time that I had heard my daughter say that her head had hurt, and she just deteriorated from there. And usually, she's had fevers before, reactions. She's had a reaction to a transfusion before, but never had said my head hurts. Then her back started hurting, and I just tried to help by just being there for her. I wanted an ice pack and then an ice water as well, but we ended up giving her the oxy. But the nurses have come through earlier in the day, and they were talking. So Poppy's actually sleeping, but we just got visited. Someone got a gift for us, so they got this little mini garden kit, which I thought was so cute, and a card, and it's actually from her dance ballet school that she goes to down up in Cairns. So it says, "Dear Poppy, a little something special to make you smile, sending big hugs and dancing fairs. Love, Miss Sarah and the Far North Queensland dance family." That's just so beautiful. Thank you, Miss Sarah. We look forward to seeing you again. And then we got one of these bears. It's a ballet bear by the Kids Cancer Project. So they do a couple of different bears in the plastic, so I'll wait until Poppy can actually open up that one. And then in this container is it's from Captain Starlight, so it's a charity in here in Australia, and it actually has an iPad that comes in it, and it's got what you need to know and things, and then it's got a Nintendo Switch and fidget toys and even bingo, so that's pretty cool. And we're actually visiting the Starlight room quite frequently, and they told us that this would be waiting for us when we got here, so that's really nice. So essentially they can text Poppy, and then they can do virtual chats because she's not allowed to go to the Starlight room anymore. So this is such a beautiful thing that they offer for kids that are in isolation. Just feeling really supported at the moment. Yeah. So Poppy just had a tube put up her nose to help with feeding, and some other medicines on the bone marrow transplant journey. And she just had a bite of this ham sandwich, and it's actually got a little bit of cheese in it, so that's the first. What's it? It's 5:30 here, so it's been a really long day. We're gonna go have a bath and get into our jammies, and then how often are the obs today? 2 hours?
Outside of the exam.
Oh yeah.
Outside of the exam is every 2 hours, but during the exam it's like every 15 to 20
Yeah.
minutes.
So we'll have 2-hour observations throughout the night. So yeah. So we've got a bit of an update on all the things that she's going to be doing. A little bit of a game plan, which is nice. Poppy's feeling a little bit better. She's now playing with a couple of her toys that she got, and she has her tea put in. Yay! Still on some fluid. And we'll be on obs every 2 hours. It's nearly nighttime. It is nighttime, so yes, I'm keen for this day to be over. Sorry. We've had a long day. I'm just gonna put socks on Poppy, and she's just watching some TV. Oh, I'm sorry, she's not watching TV. Now she is. I've got this. Alright, now it's on. And it's me. Alright, sorry. Alrighty. I've got the TV on now. And I'm gonna go through just a couple of the timetables. Just a timetable. OT actually did this one, and yeah, we're gonna try and go to sleep or something. Poppy had a really long nap, so I don't know if she'll go to sleep, but obs are every 2 hours, so I guess I'll see what happens in the morning. If there is a morning, if I wake up at all, or if I'm up all night, who knows. Alright, so good morning. It's day -7, -7, negative. We've had a bit of a rough time, so I think I'll just do just quick check-ins, I guess. Poppy woke up and it was very different. She didn't really want any hugs or didn't want any food, so I just introduced her to a game just because it was very different. She wasn't warming to me, which is very unlike Poppy. And we played a game, and then we've FaceTimed my son and Nana, so that was nice. And I've been able to get that on the iPad now, so that's really good. And yeah, we're just doing some breakfast. We've got some breakfast here. Vegemite toast for Poppy and some toast and butter for me. Poppy's just chilling at the moment. She perked up a little bit. She's got excited for stamps, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna have the first chemotherapy jug. I actually thought Thymoglobulin was, but they treat it like one, so it's still as a nurse here for 6 hours. But the two that she'll have today is again the Thymoglobulin and the Fludarbine. So that Fludarbine will be over 30 minutes, and then the Thymoglobulin will be over the 6 hours again, so there'll be someone in our room. But yes, obs every 2 hours. I didn't really notice. Poppy had a fever all throughout the night, but she didn't really complain. So yes, we'll see how the day is going. I'm just trying to keep my sanity by doing a couple of things on the wall. I did a couple of things about just the journey, personal growth and things like that, and then I'm just kind of sorting out the setup that I've got here. So I'm just doing a couple more things, and yeah, we'll see how the day goes. My mom's friend, Wendy from church, she dropped off 2 of these dresses for Poppy. They still need to be hot washed, but one's Elsa and one's Gabby, because her nurse in Cairns made her this, and it's got the Velcro and things, just because she was going to have the CVL put in and a lot of other tubes instead of the blood transfusions, because she's going to have a bone marrow transplant. So, and obviously I can't sew these, I wish I could, so Mum told members of her church, and they went and made her those dresses, and they can make some more. So we picked out the Gabby dollhouse, which is Poppy's favourite, and then Elsa, because she's getting into Elsa and Anna as well. So it has been a very long, boring day, I guess. Tedious day. We're just doing some Play-Doh. I just made what we tried to do, which was a toothpaste, rainbow toothpaste with some toothpaste coming out, but I don't have all the colours, so that didn't really work in our favour. We are going to be on Fludarbine soon. Poppy actually had a reaction to the Thymoglobulin today as well, so low blood pressure, and we stopped it, and then the bone marrow physician came in, and then he ran it again at a lower rate, and then we went back to the rate that it was on, and we've had no issues. Yeah, so almost the end of -7 days. Oh, it fits you. Yeah, you put it on. It's a cap. Poppy got a little pack here from the Eka, which is a holiday. Is it? It's like a farm thing.
Holiday, yeah.
It's like a show with like rides and lumberjacks and animals, competitions, and she just got given one of these. How beautiful. Oh wow, it's a new bag. No drama llamas. With a rainbow on it. How did they know? So Poppy had the Fludarbine today. No side effects at all. And yeah, going through the protocol of toileting, wearing gloves, and collecting the byproducts. The bodily fluids, sorry. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. I'm ready to go to bed. Probably not had any food apart from some chips. So, we're just watching Frozen number 2. I'm just ready to go to bed.
You make it. So we had a disappointing overnight where the Matildas lost.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, you should have seen Hunter when Sam Kerr got the goal. Oh my goodness. He did his happy dance. But then he nearly cried when they other scored. Yes. And you didn't know anything about that, Poppy.
So we are on day -6. So Poppy's here. She's we've had a good sleep and we've done a set of obs. I think she had a low temperature just this morning, but that's come good. Her blood pressure's improved. So today we're going to be having the Thymoglobulin that she's been having. She's had 4 Fludarbine. And then she's having Treosulfan for the first time today. But those 2 will be in the afternoon. And the Thymoglobulin will be run for 6 hours. The Fludarbine will be run for 30 minutes. And then the Treosulfan will be for over 4 hours. So, yes. And it's raining here in Brisbane. Raining for the first time. I couldn't tell, but then I started to look at people and they had their umbrellas out. Poppy's got a Barbie. A new Barbie. So it's nearly the end of -6 days and Poppy has had Thymoglobulin, Fludarbine and Treosulfan, which is the first time she's having that. So she'll be having that over 4 hours and there'll be frequent blood tests going on. Yes, it's been a busy day. We've been seen by the dietitian, the OT, her teacher, and then the music therapist pop by. So we'll see her, I think, next week. But it's been really good. We actually got a mat. I don't know if you can see that mat there. But we've put that down so that she can play and on the floor. Yeah, so, and I've had a chat with I've just expressed some concerns and I've had a chat with one of the nurses, so that's been good. I think I might participate in a research regarding symptoms relating to bone marrow transplant patients. So I just read a brief about it and thought I might participate. There's a lot of downtime here, so I thought I might give it a go anyways, or just get some further information. So I touched base with a lady today. Yes, and Poppy's doing okay. So it is day -5 and we've just been playing on the floor. There's not any medicine we need to have during the day today. So we're just going to be playing, I guess. And I'm going to be putting some arts and crafts on the wall this morning. So on day -5, we have really done nothing today. The doctors come in, I just touched base with them about Poppy. She was wanting to eat steak and a little bit more and is curious about the food. So we've been giving her food to look at and play with and things like that, because her appetite was not there for a few days, but now it's increased and she has had bowel movements today, so that's really good. The physio came by with the allied health assistants just to touch base, and yeah, we don't really have any medicines until the afternoon, so smooth sailing, not really much. I'm having some dal and veggies and rice for lunch. And I've put some more Poppy's painting up. Oh, and her teacher did come and visit, and they did have a nice session. And Poppy and I were just playing with Barbies this morning. Slow day, Friday. So we've got her little line here because we're gonna go for a bath. So we are on day -4 and it's a Saturday, so the weekend. There's a couple of paintings that we've been doing, but it's a bit of a slow day, I guess, because we're only on the Fludarbine and Treosulfan at the afternoon sort of time. So yes, the girls and nurses have just given Poppy some more crafty stuff to do, which is really nice. She's just been watching her iPad. She's got a little bit of a sniffle, so she's just having the what's it called, the tissues, just to wipe her nose, because she was sitting in that chair and I'm just sitting just there with my laptop and coffee, and every time she turns around she's got like stuff dripping. It's a nice day today in Brisbane, so that's really good. How's Papa been going? She's been going pretty good. She had a nappy rash yesterday, a rash on her bum, just when I had given her a bath and then changed her. She complained, so the doctor had a squiz over it, and yeah, we've started to put some pseudo cream on, and yeah, it's just slow days, I guess. Nothing too exciting. They're not going to start any feeds or anything like that. She hasn't eaten today. She ate yesterday, so not really much of an update, I guess. So we have had a pretty boring day. Poppy's just on what was she on? Fludarbine, and then she'll be on the Treosulfan after that flush is finished. She actually had her first feed, which is that purple one there. And that's the first time she's ever been on a feed. So she's getting a feed right now. And yeah, so basically the doctor had said how her feeding's going, how is her appetite and things going, and we're kind of holding off because of the fluid overload, but they just decided that it was better for her to have something nutrient wise. So yeah, she's had 200 mils of that. I don't think I mentioned that the toilets visits are getting quite frequent. Like it's pretty much 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. Yeah, and at night time it's just it's so annoying, so difficult. But she's still wanting to go. She's on nappies at the moment, but she's still wanting to go every time. She's like, Mum, I need to go to the toilet, so she'll go to the toilet. Then I've got to put the gloves on, put the pan in. She does the wee, take the pan out, take the gloves off, wash my hands, put another nappy back on, and then go. It's just a long process because we don't want the germs, obviously. And then also with the floor, she can't just walk over there. She's got to put her shoes on and then go to the toilet and things. So it's a bit of a process, yeah, but we've had a bit of a slow day. It's been good. We're nearly there. So exciting. We got to see Chris, her bone marrow physician, and he's fine with how things are going. And it's interesting, her hemoglobin's going down, her platelets are going down, and her neutrophils are going down. So it's interesting, the conditioning's happening. So I'm starting to write down the numbers, and it's getting closer to day 0. So so we are at day -3. So Poppy is now off Treosulfan, and at 6 o'clock she'll be off the hyper. So she will be off the hyper hydration, and so she's fine. She's had a little bit of diarrhea, and her poo's starting to hurt. So we had a bath, and I put some pseudo cream on, and I just put some moisturizer because her skin's getting dry as well. She's still not eating, so we're gonna put feeds up. We had a feed last night, and we're gonna have a feed now. I had a couple of questions about the Thiotepa, so I don't think it's appropriate to sleep with Poppy anymore, but I'll just confirm that with the doctor. And her counts on -3 days, hemoglobin is 104, platelets 141, and neutrophils are 348, which I thought that they weren't going down. So it'll be interesting to see those results in the next couple of days. What are you playing?
Hide and seek Play-Doh.
Hide and seek Play-Doh over here.
Can I see two berries, Mama?
A little bit. So we've just been doing some crafty croodles and hide and seek Play-Doh. Play-Doh hide and seek. I'm on my second coffee, but just an update. So the doctor had come in, and he said that everything doesn't need to be on 0 or like low for us to do the transplant, because I thought that all the numbers need to be going down consistently, like low, to do the transplant, but it doesn't actually need to be that way. So that's nice to have answers to that. The Thiotepa, he said that just put her to sleep and then get out of the bed, and then I might just sleep next to her. So what I was thinking, I might just put this blue chair here. I'll just sleep on that for that 48 hours. So I'll do that, and it'd probably be easier, I guess, you know, because she's got to get up and have those baths every 6 hours. So I'll probably just sacrifice the sleep then. Not too sure, but we'll just see how she goes with it, because that'll be the first time she has that too. That's about it. We're staying on these feeds as per the dietitian said on Thursday or Friday, I'm not too sure, but she'll we are all wanting to revisit it on. I'm sorry, the nurse was there and probably just wanted me to have a look. She keeps hiding things in the Play-Doh. But the dietitian will revisit the feeds and the amounts on Monday, because she's having tummy pains as well, so we don't know if that's associated with, you know, how much she's getting, the rate that it's going at. So yeah, so we are on day -2. We're on day -2, and Poppy is on Thiotepa for the first time, so we will have a bath at 12 o'clock. Will be the first bath, and we've got to change the clothes, the bedding, and then we'll have another one at 5, and then we'll have another one at 11, and then we'll have another one at 5, I think 5 or 4, 6, I'm not too sure. yes, not really much to update. We've just been playing. Ice creams. Poppy's still not eating. She had a slice of bread actually last night, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's still the morning time. So we're gonna see the dietitian, just an update on feeds, because she's had those all throughout the weekend and she's still not eating. So we're just gonna revise and see what's working, what's not. She's losing weight, and we'll see the OT today, and the teacher will come by. Don't know about the music therapist. Yeah. So this is the outfit that I'm wearing today. I like it. It makes me feel good, put together, even though we've got a busy, rough day ahead. I also put mascara on today, and eyeshadow for the first time. Just to lift my mood, I guess. I won't have much sleep today, and we'll be doing baths every 6 hours, so yay. We are just listening to some hits, Bubble Guppy hits and Gabby Dollhouse songs. And I've just put out some clothes that we're gonna get changed into because we're gonna have the bath soon. Well, Poppy's gonna have a bath, and then I might have a shower because I went out for the first time since we came in here. The teacher was in the room with Poppy and I felt comfortable to leave her for their session. So I went and put a load of washing on for the first time. It is a long walk. I don't really feel comfortable leaving Poppy by herself to do the washing ever. When we got here, it was kind of like, yeah, just sort of getting used to how things work. But if you feel safe enough to leave your child, you can go and do the washing yourself. But there's no way. That's such a long walk. Poppy could fall out of bed, you know, and she's up, tied up to all those, sorry, she's not tied up, she's hooked up to the machines consistently, so I'm just never going to be leaving her. Yeah, so that was really nice. I checked out the little parents room as well, and then I came back, and then we were just discussing her lesson, me and the teacher, and then also my son is coming down. So we're just discussing schooling options as well. We touched base on it before. She actually worked at Hunter School he's in now, so yeah. So I had to get changed because Poppy is having those baths. So we've had our first bath, and then now it's been 6 hours, so I'm just gonna run another bath, and Poppy will have a bath and I'll have a shower and get dressed again. So extremely happy tonight. I got a salad made for me, and then I went to get Poppy's food because I don't usually go out there. They just bring it in because I don't like leaving her alone. But there was a nurse there, and she watched Poppy because she was doing bloods anyways, and they had a lentil pie. I'm like, oh my god, they had a lentil pie, but I didn't get it for Poppy because they only had the 2 options, and I wanted Poppy to have hers pasta, which she's not eating, garlic bread and veggies, and they had a lentil pie, so I've got lentil pie and salad. I'm so happy, and the day's been good. Poppy's been on a Thiotepa. She'll have another one at 8, so in 2 hours, and she's already had 2 of her baths. So we'll have another one at 11. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure she'll fall asleep very soon, and I'm just looking at all the recipes I want to make when I get back. Some immunity shots, and what's it called, overnight oats and baked oat recipes, just really cool stuff. That's the stuff that I really like, baking and doing things from scratch. So yeah, it's nice to look at all those things. Yeah, I'm just really happy I get this lentil pie.